I'm 91 now, and the house has been quiet for so long that even the clock sounds like it's trying to remind me I'm still here. It wasn't always like this. There was a time when this place held noise. Real noise. Doors opening. Someone calling my name from the other room. The sound of dishes. Arguments over nothing. Laughter that didn't need a reason. I used to think it was too much. I used to think I needed space. Funny how that works. You spend your whole life trying to carve out a little silence. And then one day, that's all you have left. I sit in the same chair most mornings, the one by the window. My knees don't let me move around much anymore. So I've made a habit of watching the street of people pass by, busy with things that seem urgent to them. Phones pressed to their ears, bags in their hands, always going somewhere. I used to be like that, always going somewhere, always thinking I had more time. That's the thing I didn't understand back then. Time doesn't announce when it's about to run out on something important. It just moves, quietly, without asking. When I was in my 30s, I believed I was doing everything right. I had a stable job, a wife who loved me, 2 kids who waited for me by the door every evening. It looked like a good life from the outside, and I suppose it was, but I kept telling myself one thing: just a few more years. Just a few more years of working late. Just a few more years of saying no to dinners, to trips, to sitting down on the floor and playing with my kids. Just a few more years of building something secure. I thought I was being responsible. I thought I was doing it for them. I remember one night, clear as anything. My son couldn't have been more than 6. He had this small red ball, nothing special. But to him, it was everything that day. He stood near the door when I came home, still in my work clothes, holding it out like it was an invitation. "Dad, come outside." I didn't even look at him properly. I remember loosening my tie, already thinking about the reports I had to finish. Not now, maybe later. He nodded, just nodded. No argument, no fuss. That should have bothered me more than it did. Kids don't stop asking, unless they've learned the answer already. I told myself I'd go out later that evening. I really believed I would. But dinner came, then a phone call, then paperwork, and by the time I looked up, the house was quiet. He had fallen asleep. That later never came. You don't notice these things at the time. They don't feel like turning points. They feel small. Harmless even. One missed evening, one postponed moment, but they add up. They always add up. My wife used to wait for me at the table. In the early years, she wouldn't eat until I got home. I'd walk in sometimes 2 hours late, and she'd still be there. Food kept warm. Asking about my day. After a while, She stopped waiting. At first, she'd leave a plate for me. Then she stopped doing that too. I told myself she understood, that this was just part of life. People adjust, and they do, just not in the way you hope. There was a distance that crept in slowly. So slowly I almost respected it for how polite it was. No fights, no big arguments, just fewer conversations, fewer shared moments. Silence again. But back then, I welcomed it. I thought silence meant peace. I didn't realize it could also mean absence. The kids grew up while I was busy being important. Somewhere else, I was there physically. I paid for things. I showed up when I could. But I wasn't present. There's a difference. A quiet one. But it matters. And now, all of it sits with me. In this quiet, because in the end, it wasn't one big mistake. It was the same small one, repeated over and over. I kept choosing later. Later to listen. Later to sit with them. Later to be there. I thought love could wait. It can't. Now there's nowhere else to go. Just this chair. This window. This quiet. If this means something to you, don't wait for a better time. There isn't one. There's only the moment in front of you, and the quiet way it disappears if you turn away from it. I learned that too late, and now. There's no one left in this house to tell it to but myself.